No, no, yeah, no, no, no. What up, guys? It's your boy TigerBayne, and we are here for another NBA 2K19 rebuilding episode. And now, amidst the free agency frenzy that we just had, all the trades that have gone on, everything crazy that's been going on, I haven't done any uploads, and I feel terrible for you guys, but I've had a million other things going. And yes, I should have organized my timeline a little better so that during free agency I could do nothing but focus on NBA. But it didn't work out that way. That's all right. We learned. We know for next time, 2K20 free agency is going to be lit. So we'll learn from the mistakes. But I looked at all the teams that had major changes. I looked at Grizzlies. I looked at, obviously, the Pelicans. I looked at, I think I've already done the Pelicans. I looked at the Rockets. I looked at Lakers because I really want to do another Lakers rebuild. I'm very excited for that. I looked at, who else? I looked at Golden State even, the Raptors. I looked at a bunch of different stuff, and I landed on OKC. And the reason being is that they traded away their two best players. They still got a couple of good guys on here. There's still a few options for them. But they traded away the two best players, and this is a legitimate rebuild opportunity. We could try and contend with these two. And by these two, I mean we could try and contend with Chris Paul and Steven Adams and Danilo Gallinari. We could move him to small forward. He goes up a little bit. It's not a bad idea, right? And we might keep these guys on the squad, but we're definitely going to throw around some trades and all that. I'm going to real quick, I'm going to go and turn on, I'm going to turn on, what do you call it? Trade override. For 1 second while I go ahead and take the draft picks that are owed to me. So we're going to throw out this one here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the Clippers picks. Alright, so what was it? Wasn't the 76ers pick, obviously. It was, everything does move up a year though. So we take the Clippers pick. We take the Heat pick. We take, I think it was another two Clippers picks. And I think these are spread out a little more, but we're going to do this just because I'm going to be using these picks in trades. So I can't see where that's going. Is that going to me? I feel like that should be going to me. All right, and we'll throw out another second round pick. Well, we'll give that one to the Heat, and there we go. We're going to take those picks, and we're also going to take our picks from Houston, which are essentially non-existent in this game. I think we'll take two of them. We'll take two of them just because we're going to use them in trades and whatnot, and you guys will see what I'm planning here, okay? Can I give you guys here? Just take that. There we go. All right, so the reason I did that, I'm going to turn trade override back off because I don't want you guys thinking that I'm actually overriding these trades because I'm not. It was just for the draft picks, and the reason I've done that is because I want to be able to utilize all these picks. You guys can see how many picks that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 first round picks that we can play around with. And that's actually not all that the Clippers have. The Clippers have a lot more in their arsenal. The reason I want to do that is because I want to see if, maybe at least for the first season, if I can contend with these guys. What if the Thunder turn around and go, hey, hey, CP3, we know you want to leave, but we're willing to pay you out this year's contract, but we're not paying you any more than that as a buyout. And if Chris Paul says, you know what, I want the $100 million plus that's owing to me, he might have to stick it out for a few years. You know, at least until the end of at least until the final season of this contract. So, I want to know, what can we get? Or who can we go after? For example, can we go after Bradley Beal? No. John Wall? Yes. We trade Chris Paul for John Wall. I mean, John Wall's contract is the worst in the league. But I wonder, could I potentially, I don't want to get rid of Steven Adams, could I potentially take Bradley Beal and John Wall if I gave you guys back Dennis Schroeder and maybe a ton of first rounders? Because we have the first rounders. That Heat first rounder is semi-valuable now. I will give you another Heat first rounder. And I will give you, let's say we give them 4 first rounders. Nothing, really. All right. I'm going to play around with this. I really want to get Bradley Beal on the squad. I'm going to see what I can come up with. Some sort of trade package to get the season started. We'll see how we roll with it, and I will bring you guys in once I've made 1 or 2 trades. This is a semi-realistic rebuild, so obviously stuff like this probably isn't going to happen in reality. But we're gonna take a look at the options that Sam Presti and the Thunder have. Okay, so in theory this should work. I don't know if it will. I haven't tried it yet. But Andre Roberson, Dennis Schroeder, and a 2nd-round pick for Kevin Love. I understand what you're thinking, but like I said, we're gonna try and make a run for it. And no, it's not enough. Oh, come on, man. Can I actually give you... You know what? What if I give you Patrick Patterson? You need to get rid of someone? Who's your worst person? Does that work? No? Oh, come on, man. Don't want to give up any picks. All right, you know what? Let's give up this Clippers pick. Let's go... There we go. No, what if we do it as swap best? So they get to swap for the best one. No, what if we just give it to you? It's just a Clippers pick. There we go. All right, so we had to give away a pick, but we got back Kevin Love. And if we go ahead and we move you down to small forward, you jump to an 89. So our roster can, as soon as it loads up for me, there we go. Chris Paul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's the most promising young player on our squad. Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Love, and Steven Adams. We've got a decent... It's a trash bench. It is a trash bench. I'm going to work on this bench. Alright, so our bench is... It's still middling. I don't know what I'm going to do with Chris Paul yet. I'll figure it out as I go. I definitely want to give Shai Gilgeous more minutes. I don't know why we're going 10 men deep, especially when our bench is trash. We'll go 9 men deep. We brought in Lance Stevenson and Thabo Cephalosha. I don't need you guys playing that many minutes. You can play like 8 minutes. You can play like 15, sure. Ferguson, you can play 20. Nerlens Noel, I actually swap you guys. Can you play like 18 minutes? We'll give you a couple more minutes up there. We're going to give you a ton of minutes. We're going to get you to play 35. You can play like 30 minutes a game. You can play 35, 33, 33. I've got 11 minutes. All right, we're going to need you to play more. Chris Paul, I know you're old, but we're going to need you to play more. You're going to play like 38 minutes. Gallinari can stick to 35. I have 5 more minutes. Make him dance, Lance. We'll just spread it out over here. There we go. All right. That's going to be our roster for now. I don't really have much else to go with. These guys will get us to the... I think that a squad of Chris Paul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Love, and Steven Adams, with a good coach, you could probably make the playoffs. I think you could make the playoffs. Can we check the first game? We win the first game. We beat the Warriors on the back of Steven Adams. So I'm going to simulate through. If I do make a trade, I'll bring you guys in. If not, then I'll see you in the playoffs. But at this stage, we're just going to go ahead and just vibe it out. We had a really solid season. We finished 49-33. The majority of those losses came in late March and April. We were on fire to begin the year. AD wins MVP with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Killing it, looking fine in that Lakers jersey, baby. Zion Williamson, Rookie of the Year. Jabari Parker, 6th man. Defensive Player of the Year is Giannis. Buddy Hield, Most Improved. And Frank Vogel as Coach of the Year. I would love for that to happen. I really would. Oh, hold on. All-Star teams. No, not the All-Star teams. Where's the... I wanted to see the... I forget what they're called. No players of the week, no players of the month, no rookies of the month. Nope. I can't. I messed up, guys. Hold on. I messed up the All-NBA teams. I messed up there. So James Harden, Chris Paul actually made the All-NBA first team. What the hell did he put up? We'll check in a second. AD, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic all made the All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team. Westbrook, Kyrie, LeBron, Kristaps Porzingis, and Joel Embiid. Did we get any other ones? Chris Paul made the all-defensive first team. That's wild. So Chris Paul had an unbelievable year. We're going to quickly go and take a look at the stats. Chris Paul, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 11.5 assists. Did really, really well. Yeah, that's actually insane. I'm really happy with that. Everyone played fairly well, it looks like. Alright, so we have... Where are we? We finished with the 4th seed. 4! Wow, so we finished higher than Golden State. Do I want to make any changes to my game plan? Not really. I'm pretty happy with it, how it all went. I don't think I'm going to change anything. Maybe I should give more minutes to Chris Paul. We'll bring him up to 35. We'll see if we can take out Golden State. They beat us in Game 1 with Steph Curry lighting it up. They scorched us, actually. Can we win Game 2? No, we cannot. All right, they beat us in Game 2. It was only 5 points. It was close. Much closer. Can we win at home? No, not at home. We're actually playing in Oakland now. They're actually going to sweep us. Hold the phone. We ain't done yet. Gallinari puts up a courageous effort. Chris Paul almost this close. 1 rebound away from a triple-double. I love when little guys get triple-doubles. Amazing. Alright, and now we're eliminated. So, obviously, I knew that this squad wasn't going to make it all the way through. I was hoping we'd get past the first round. Depended on matchups. Unfortunately, we matched up with Golden State, and it's really hard to beat Steph Curry in this game. Can the Lakers make it? Yes! Alright, we're going to continue through. I'm not sure what the plan is this offseason. It's kind of a dilemma. Are the Lakers going to win? Yes! Alright, you guys know I'm a Lakers fan, so I get excited. LeBron James with Finals MVP, winning his 4th championship, I believe. Bunch of retirees, Hall of Fame inductees. Now, what I'm going to do over here real quick, while I've got you guys with me, is I'm going to replace these with the current lottery odds. We're going to approve them, because the top 4 picks are done through the lotto now. And it's the 3 worst teams each have an equal 14% chance of winning the lottery. I'm gonna go through here. I'll do the draft lottery with you guys. We'll check it out. The chances of this are insane. Hornets, Wizards, and Hawks each have a 14% chance. Hornets actually win it, but the Wizards dropped to 4th. Boston jumped up. Wow, they have a top 3 pick. All right. Like I said, I'm not sure what the plan is here. I have the 24th pick in the draft. I'm probably going to pull off some trades. We have a bunch of upcoming picks. I will figure it out. I will go through free agency. I'll bring you guys back in. I may try to offload Chris Paul off the back of a great season. Teams might be high on him, especially being named All-NBA First Team. We'll see how we roll with it, and I'll bring you guys in before the start of next season. So we traded away Chris Paul. And we traded him and got back Bradley Beal. Now, we traded away a bunch of picks in order to get Beal. It's a 1-year contract. I get that, but I wanted to make a splash. Our trades. So we traded Chris Paul and Darius Bazley and 4 first-round picks. The Heat, the Clippers, and Rockets. So, in theory, they should all be pretty high picks. Or pretty low picks, I should say. They shouldn't be in the lottery. If they are, well, they got the better end of that deal. Kind of got the better end of that deal. We got Bradley Beal and Thomas Bryant. I'm pretty happy with that. The reason I did that was because I do want... I want Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to be our point guard. Does he drop? He does. He drops to it 79. That's okay. I want Shai Gilgeous to be our point guard. If we find someone better, we might trade him. I haven't figured it out. But now that we have Bradley Beal, we have a really, really good core. I've re-signed Gallinari to a 4-year contract. It is a reverse contract, which means that his contract's going to decrease, giving us more cap space for over the next couple of free agencies. It's a solid deal. I'm happy with it. We don't have too much space, but I'm going to mess around with it. I'm going to see how we go, and fingers crossed we can work some magic this offseason and make a deep push for the playoffs. I'm only going to play another 2 seasons. I just want to see how far the Thunder can turn things around over the span of three NBA seasons. All right, so we're here at the draft, and there's a few different options that I have. I could go for a point guard. I kind of want a forward. Vernon Carey Jr., I know he develops pretty well. It says Jason Smith, but I'm pretty sure he does better than that. I don't know what to take here. And I can't flip the pick, unfortunately. Isaiah Mobley. Let's just take Isaiah Mobley. We wanted a power forward. We wanted a forward of some sort. I don't know. LaMelo Ball went first. 74 overall. We might be able to flip him for something good. Nolan's Noel declined. That's fine. We're accepting these guys. Yeah, we'll accept Hamadou Diallo at 1.67. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. But now we are here. We have no qualifying offers. And we are here at free agency. Now, how much money do I have? Not much at all. Wow. All right. Okay. So, do I want to keep Kevin Love? Yes and no. Do I want to keep Steven Adams? I kind of want to keep Adams. I kind of also want to trade Kevin Love, because he's got a monster contract. Problem is, what do you get for him? I'm going to mess around with this. I'm going to try and free up some cap space. Hawks will take him for picks. I mean, I'm down to clown with that. Or the Pelicans will take him in exchange for JJ Redick and Nicolo Melli. That's bench depth, and we're making a run. This season, we want to remain competitive. We've got Bradley Beal. I say we do that. We got to give up a first-round pick. It's Houston's pick. I'll take it. I'll give up Houston's pick. We're not building through the draft. All right, now I'll go through free agency. I'll see how we go with all the free agents in this class. I'm stumbling over my words there, but I think we pushed through. I don't know what we're trying to... Don't know who we should go after. That's the problem. All right, we've got our small forward. We've got our shooting guard, center. We've got our point guard. We've got backup shooting guard, which is really good. Who's our power forward? Nicolo Melli. He's 29. Not great. We've got Isaiah Mobley as well. All right. The problem is we can't afford many people. The 5.5 million exception is all we have. I'll work with it. I'll bring you guys in for the beginning of next season. Fingers crossed we do well. So we're here at the beginning of our second season, and our squad looks good. I'm happy with them. We've got SGA at point guard, Brad Beal at shooting guard, Danilo Gallinari at small forward, Nico Melli at power forward, and Steven Adams down the middle. JJ Redick coming off the bench, Thomas Bryant coming off the bench, Ferguson, Bazemore, we brought back Lance Stevenson, we brought back Diallo. We've signed Isaiah Mobley, who might not last on this team. We'll see how we go. I am in the market for another big star, but we'll see how the team develops. I think this is better than last season. I definitely think we're deeper than last season, which is great. Will we get a... What do we have last season, actually? Before I ask that question. Team history. Nope. Team history. Our last record was 49-33. I think we'll do better than that, especially with Bradley Beal. If we're looking like we're not going to make that by halfway through the season, I'll make a trade, in which case I'll bring you guys back in for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to sim right through this. Fingers crossed we're killing it by the deadline. Okay, so we had a rocky start to the season. 22-19, not too bad, but I decided to go into panic mode, and I did a couple of trades. First off, I traded Danilo Gallinari and Troy Daniels to the Blazers in exchange for Yusuf Nurkic and Hassan Whiteside. I then flipped Whiteside with Thomas Bryant and the second-round pick to Philly for Tobias Harris. So, our new squad is SGA, Bradley Beal, Tobias Harris, Nurkic, and Steven Adams, looking lit as all hell. JJ Redick still coming off the bench. Ferguson, Melli, Bazemore. Not bad. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to adjust the minutes just a little bit. Bazemore, you can be there. Melli, you can get... We'll give you 14. Ferguson can get... we'll give him 20. Redick has 25. I want to bump these guys up. Like, I want you to get 35 minutes. I want you to get 33, and that should be good. Is that alright? Is that... maybe we'll give Brad Beal one more minute. There we go. Alright, so that's what we're going to roll with now for the rest of the season. No more changes. Contract extensions real quick. You've only got one more year, don't you, Steven Adams? And I don't want to lose you for nothing. At the same time, next year I have $54 million to play with. But I also need to bring back Brad Beal. Alright, I'm not going to bring you back. I'm not bringing him back. Because at center, he's all I have. Alright. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as the season goes on. We'll deal with that, you know, when we have time. Yeah, we'll deal with it when we have time. I was going to stop and re-sign him, but I was like, you know what? 54 million in the offseason. I'm happy with that. We'll play around with it. And fingers crossed, we might even be able to bring in a big name. I think Thunder, as they are built now, are primed for a massive, massive, massive deal 2 years from now. They might be able to buy out Chris Paul. Steven Adams comes off the books. They've got a lot of players coming off the books in about 2 years. That's primed for the 2021 season, which is when your guys like Giannis become available. Now, I don't think Giannis is going... Can I decline this real quick? I don't think Giannis is going to go to OKC, but 2021 is shaping up to be a really, really big season. You've got guys like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to be free agents. Again, Paul George ain't going back to OKC, but these are just possibilities, options. With so many names, you'd hope that they'd be able to get one of them. You know what I mean? But I will continue simulating, and I will see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so we had a bit of a fall from grace. Last year, we ended up with 49 wins. This year, we have 45 wins. Jokic wins MVP. LaMelo wins Rookie of the Year. Sekou Doumbouya, 6th man. I tried trading for him. It just didn't work. AD, Defensive Player of the Year. And DeMarcus Cousins, Most Improved with the Hawks. Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. Couldn't talk there. What are we sitting? We are sitting as the 7th seed, and we're going up against the Clippers. I don't expect us to come out on top here. Tobias Harris, though, looking fit with his 90 overall, same as Brad Beal. And Nurkic sitting there at 89. This is a good squad. This is a really good squad. I'm happy with this. They want to only give him 27 minutes. Why? Why do you guys only want to give him 27 minutes? I'd rather give, like, these guys less minutes, because they're just not as good as him. There we go, 35 minutes. Let's give you 34. Alright, that's what we're going to roll with. That's going to be our lineup. Fingers crossed we can take out the Clippers at least. Yes, we won game 1. I wasn't expecting that. Steven Adams puts up 24 and 11. 5-point victory. Can we take game 2? No, we can't. Alright. Paul George, 31 points. Kawhi Leonard, pretty quiet so far. Maybe he can't go up against our bigs. Maybe he can, though. So I feel like Kawhi is just shutting down some of our guys, because we only ever have... I mean, SGA did alright, and Tobias Harris went off. But Brad Beal's been quiet so far. He hasn't really done much, and we lose game 4 as well. As I speak of Brad Beal, he puts up almost 30 points. It's still just not enough. The games are pretty close. Can we at least win 2 games here? No. Alright. So they destroyed us in game 5. 104 to 80. Paul George went off for them. None of our guys even got to 20 points. So in 2 seasons, we had essentially the same outcome. The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. I just realized that. That's so disappointing. I don't know where we go from here. I'll be honest, I never really know where we go from here when we get eliminated in the playoffs. But I think we're going to go after a big name free agent. We have 54 million available. And we're going to... Ben Simmons with the finals MVP. Look at that. And I think that... I'll make sure that these are all rejected. Yep, perfect. I think that we try and go after a big name free agent. Fingers crossed we can lure someone in. Do we have any picks? Heat pick number 1. I have no picks. That's right. I traded them all to get Bradley Beal. Alright, so we'll go through to free agency. And since we have no picks, we don't have to worry about going through the draft. And I think this is going to be our final season. So as much as I kind of want to keep... As much as I kind of want to continue... I don't want to go for too long, because in these sorts of rebuilds, things are so all over the place that it's kind of hard to tell, you know, what direction teams are going to go in 3 years from now. So, but the best unrestricted free agent is Bradley Beal. Unfortunate. We're definitely going to bring him back. We're not going to trade him. We're going to hold on to him. So bring back Bradley Beal. And can we go after someone else? Steven Adams, yes, I know you're up there. The 2 best unrestricted free agents are my guys. That's scary. That's really, really scary. Can we actually go after someone like Lonzo? I'd love to have Lonzo. We're not going to get him. Never mind. We don't have enough money. We're actually going to renounce the rights of these guys. No, we'll hold on to you. But we're going to... Yeah, we'll hold on to these guys. That's fine. All right. I will continue going through free agency. And fingers crossed, we can bring in someone good. We signed Dennis Smith Jr. to a 1-year, $20 million deal. And we're looking at flipping him. And Philly's offered us Ben Simmons. Now, I understand that it's terrible for our bench depth, but I'm definitely going to accept this. And I'll show you why in just a second. Because right now, we have a core of Tobias Harris, Bradley Beal, Ben Simmons, and Yusuf Nurkic. All we need is a center, and that starting 5 is unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. We've got guys who can shoot and spread the floor. We've got guys who can defend. We've got guys who are fast. We've got guys who are a little bit slower. It's a really, really, really good squad. I'm really happy with this squad. I'm going to fill it out, and I'm going to bring you guys in at the beginning of our final season. So here is our roster for the final season. We've got Ben Simmons at point guard, Bradley Beal at shooting guard, Tobias Harris at small forward, Yusuf Nurkic at power forward, and Gogo Bitadze at center. This is, I mean, hey, if things fall right, they could be looking at something sort of along these lines. I don't think on any level they're going to get Ben Simmons, but they may be able to pull off a deal for Bradley Beal. I think it's possible. They definitely have the picks for it. A Tobias Harris sort of deal, or Tobias Harris-esque player. Maybe they convince another player of his sort of caliber to leave whatever team he's with and join them. It's feasible. The Thunder have options, and the best thing is that they know how to draft well. You look at their past few draft picks; they've always done really, really well, especially when they have higher-ish picks. And they have a ton of picks over the next. I think it's like 8 seasons. They have like 15 picks or something, which is unbelievable. 15 first-round picks. Unbelievable, incredible. They could flip these picks for some players. They could sign players to their roster. They have a bright future ahead of them. This is just an example. I'm going to go ahead and simulate through this final season. I don't think I'm going to make any changes. I'm curious to see how this team goes. Average start, obviously. Fingers crossed we can make the playoffs. Fingers crossed we can make a deep run. But I will see you guys there. We finished with the exact same record as last season, 45-37. Giannis wins MVP. Jalen Johnson, Rookie of the Year. Sekou Doumbouya as 6th man. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player. And James Wiseman, Most Improved. David Fizdale as Coach of the Year. I don't know who he coached. I didn't see it. That's okay. We finished with the 6th seed. I'm like I said, I'm happy with our squad. We have 1, 2, 3... almost 490 overalls. Ben Simmons would go up if I moved him to small forward, but I'm not going to do that because we don't have another point guard to take his spot. I mean, we're going to actually go down and play 8 players. We're going to have a really, really small rotation. Michael Beasley's apparently our 7th man. Hey, he's an 80 overall essentially, so why not? I want to real quick take a look at our player stats. Tobias Harris, Brad Beal, Yusuf Nurkic leading the way with points. Ben Simmons not far behind. Rebounds, Yusuf Nurkic, Bitadze, and Simmons. And then assists was obviously Simmons leading the way in that department. Almost 10. I think we have a good chance. We're again going up against the Clippers. They have the 3rd seed. Can we take them down this time? Probably not. We have Ben Simmons here. We're actually going to get destroyed. Are they going to sweep us? They're actually going to sweep us. No, we win game 1. It's not over. All right. We destroyed them. Did I say game 1? I meant game 4. We destroyed them in game 4. Can we win game 5? We win game 5. Are we coming back? Is the comeback going to be real? We win game 6. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. I should have simcast. Ah, that was so close. All right, it was really close. 126 to 133. They win by 7. Bradley Beal putting in the finest of effort. We'll simulate the rest of the season. We'll see who wins. I hope you guys enjoyed this rebuild. It was kind of a little messy towards the end there where we were trading away all of our picks. But this is just one option that the Thunder have. I just kind of wanted to do this rebuild to show you guys that they have... Everyone at the moment is looking at the Thunder and they're saying these guys... Shout out to the Nuggets. Everyone's looking at the Thunder and saying these guys, they have all these picks. They're going to have to do a mad rebuild. They've got all these options. Out of the next 15 people that they draft with these picks, one of them is bound to be a star, etc., etc. That's not the only option they have. I just want people to sort of take a step back and go, you know what? They have other options. They could make a trade for Bradley Beal. They could make a trade for, I don't know, Kevin Love, for example. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying it's an option. The Wizards would definitely take, I feel like the Wizards would take 4 unprotected picks and throw in someone. I don't know who's on the Thunder at the moment. 4 unprotected picks and Danilo Gallinari for Brad Beal. Or something like that. They've got options. Let me know what you guys think they're going to do in the comment section down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's episode. And let me know what team you want me to rebuild next. Subscribe to your boy because it helps the channel and me out immensely. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!